Round of 16, heat number 4 features Tatiana Weston-webb taking on Sally Fitzgibbons. Tati for Brazil, Sally for Australia. They finished 1-2 in Puerto Rico. Sally Fitzgibbons getting another gold medal in that event, and Tatiana Weston-webb, her finish was a very emotional one. The 12th edition on the championship tour level. We'll dive into that in a moment as Sally wants to get things started. Nice roll in, sweeping cut back for Fitz. Driving into the oncoming section, and she stays on her feet for a completion. Always comfortable, always reliable is Sally Fitzgibbons. As we look at her opener once again.
It was funny. Tatiana was right there, but just behind the peak, so she was perfectly positioned to catch this wave in the beginning, and whether that's a vet move or not, it's going to pay off because she's going to get a nice opener. She's gets a couple of great turns in, and she's going to get a rhythm out of this wave to get her heat started.
You can see how much Betty Lou really appreciates that with her confidence and her flow. She's looking unstoppable right now.
We got some live action at the moment.
Tatiana Weston-webb throwing up a beautiful backside snap, and something just grabbed her on the way out of it.
Ooh, that was unfortunate. She was looking at a score right there. Headspace so that they can perform and loosen up as they get out into the water. I think that's where, for Tatiana, that's her biggest challenge, is making sure she stays in a moment loose and clean. I mean, look at that turn right there. That was so beautiful, so perfectly placed. That you can just see by the way that the water came off the tail in the lip. And then unfortunately, I think maybe she might have got too comfortable coming out of it. I don't know. That's amazing to watch, to hear. That's a huge stat.
Big blast there from Tatiana. Controls that one, and nice and clean to complete that ride. Good pace. You can almost hear her thinking there. Just get 2 nice moves out. Feel your board. Feel the magic of riding out of a wave. Be right back in this one.
Yeah, I mean, she just rode a wave. Now she's right back up into the lip. Throws the tail. Does a little rail slide off the top. And really, has a great... I think that was how far away they were from each other. Look at Tatiana finding open space.
A lot of speed, no priority. It's not going to matter for Tati. She's going to rip that backside snap off the top and rides away. So she's been surfing her way into rhythm on this right-hand wedge over at the jetty. Make it 8 in a row over Sal.
Dangerous with this kind of surfing. I mean, she's surfing quick in transition, finding waves under priority off to the side. You saw that elevated shot where they were completely separated on the lineup. I think, for me, I'm watching this and seeing Sally catch that first wave, thinking in my mind, okay, don't sit around, stay active, make sure you back up that score. And she's done the opposite. She's sitting out there waiting for another wave.
Also see sometimes loft surfboards. A few different names for those boards at times. As we look at Tatiana going down the line and looking for some space. Quick whip on the end section, so kind of leaves Sally for a bit just to ride some waves again. Out of rhythm to start off the day, and then just not giving up and surfing her way into doing her brand of surfing. This was her last wave again.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to better anything for her. She was, sitting around not surfing and under the priority. This is probably going to be just as good as her opponent, Sally Fitzgibbons' best wave, which is she's only ridden one, but I feel like she's going to match it, and that's going to be a little kind of like take away a little wind from Sally. You know what I mean? When you hear the backup of, your opponent is just as good as your only wave.
It's hard to be patient. Now Tati moves to 10-2 all-time in one-on-one heats against the Australian veteran. And Weston-webb will move into the quarterfinals of the MEO Rip Curl Pro Portugal, presented by Corona.